Good evening, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom. I bring to you a very interesting news, good tidings, very beautiful information from our Prime Minister, Odogu Mazi Simon Ekpa. Everything you need to know about Biafra Republic Government in Exile. The optimism that you need to imbibe as you follow us to the very end of this journey, so that you will not be listening to some idiots that will be telling you you have government in exile. You are talking about government in exile. Your prime minister is in exile. All you need to know about government in exile so that you'll be better informed. Watch this 10-minute video, share it, and let it go viral. Our Biafra Republic government in exile is the best government in exile there ever is and there ever will be. As we march towards Biafra, you need this information so that you will be well equipped when they ask you questions about government in exile. I am Raphael Chamaka Jere, aka Pastor Van Van Van. Enjoy it. Hit the like button and share. I love you all.
Good evening, fellow Biafrans all over the world. Good evening, lovers of freedom. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the press. Good evening, friends of Biafrans. Good evening, the haters and the enemy of the Biafra people. And of course, the enemy of the Biafra government in exile. Let us go to the publicly available information about government in exile. It has occurred to us that many illiterate that Nigeria breed, many nincompoop that Nigeria breed, does not actually understand what government in exile means. When you come across some of the comments of people who are supposedly living in diaspora or those who claim to have been to school and studied in university, as we can see, some of them graduate after 6 months. They don't know what is government in exile. They actually laugh at us. They actually make joke about the government in exile. They say, you people are very foolish. You are talking about government in exile. You are prime minister in exile. And they make mockery of it. And it is quite very surprising that people who claim to be human beings doesn't actually have brain. It is not even very hard for these people to have gone to Google, at least to check, even if it is not accurate information, but at least to get themselves educated about what is government in exile. They don't know, and they continue to fool themselves on social media. However, our government in exile is not just ordinary government in exile that we have seen before. This government in exile is a well-packaged government in exile that has met every international standard, better than any other government in exile that has ever existed. With the propaganda, the blackmail, and difficulties because of the interest of the multinational corporation that are milking the future of the indigenous people in Nigeria. Those who understand government in exile are panicking. And another thing is that the people they are following are actually crying in their houses, in their offices, when they close their door. But the idiots who call themselves Nigerians, when you hear their comment or when you read their comment, soon hand will touch you. I don't know when this soon is going to come. Soon hand will touch you. Why is DSS still allowing this boy to be posting on social media? What is Nigeria government doing? If they tell you what they have done to stop Simon Ekpa, you will go shamelessly hiding your face, because this government you are saying that what are they doing have done everything humanly possible to stop Simon Ekpa. They cannot stop me. They cannot stop me because I know what I am doing and I will continue to do it to the best interest of Biafra. When you know your right and what you do very well, nobody can take you for a ride. Some of you think that there is rocket science. There is no rocket science. Government in exile started as far back as we all can imagine. In the United Kingdom, where the Unilever purchased Nigeria and converted their company into Nigeria, you see today that some of you are dying out of your ignorance. There are governments in exile hosted by the United Kingdom. Today, our government in exile is being hosted by many countries. One is in the United States headquarters. Another is in Finland, where we have the European office, where Simon Ekpa is legally residing as a citizen. And of course, Biafra government liaison offices cut across Europe. Technically, everywhere where the Biafra liaison office is legally registered is a host to Biafra government in exile. This is what the idiots don't know. Now, in the United Kingdom, during the time the government in exile were making history, Belgium had its host in the United Kingdom. Czechoslovakia has its host in the United Kingdom. Greece, government in exile. Greece, some of you are in Greece today. They had their host in the United Kingdom. The Netherlands, government in exile. Netherlands, where you call Holland, they had their government in exile in the United Kingdom. Norway, this Norway that has oil, where so many people are living today, castigating Biafra. Norway, once upon a time, had their government in exile in the United Kingdom. Poland once had government in exile in the United Kingdom. Yugoslavia had one upon a time their government in exile in London. These countries today has regained their independence. All of them, 7 of them. But idiot who went to Fulani nomadic design school curriculum could not understand what government in exile mean and the functions of government in exile. But little research could have helped this idiot, but they cannot do research. The Biafra government in exile, officially Biafra Republic government in exile, has taken every responsibility of government for the interest of Biafra people. We are legitimate government of a sovereign state. The independence of Biafra were declared in 1967. After that, many who fought for Biafra independence went on exile and remained there. What we did now is to restore the exile government of Biafra. In 2023, the Biafra exile government was restored. I want people to pay attention to what I'm saying tonight because knowledge is power. In 2023, between March and April, the Biafra government in exile was restored, and today it has given birth to what is happening and what is to happen. After Nigeria and Britain connived, starved Biafrans to death, forced them to surrender, and lied to them that Biafrans are going to be reintegrated into Nigeria. It was a lie. Seized all their property, all their money, and gave them £20, irrespective of whatever you have in your account. That moment, Biafra government fled into exile. And there they remain in exile until this day. What we did was to restore it. We've restored it. Many of the Biafran soldiers today are living in the United States. After the war, they all left. Many of them are still alive. Many of them have still bullet wounds on their legs. Those people who left and today are residing in the United States or other part of the world are the government themselves. They carried it and they left Nigeria. This new generation of which Simon Ekpa is very proud to be part of. Many of you are very, very proud to be part of this generation that did not let the Fulani terrorists or the Islamic State and Caliphate destroy your future. We have come and we restored it in exile. Now we are transiting and gradually stepping up the game to restore the lost independence of Biafra, using the Biafra government in exile. And today, we can proudly and boldly say that we are semi-sovereign state. Semi-sovereign state in the sense that we are yet to have full control of the entire territory of Biafra because government houses are still there, barracks under Nigeria are still there, police posts and police stations under Nigeria are still there. So, for that reason, we remain semi-sovereign state. And because we are unable to exercise the legal power controlling the Biafra land, administering justice and all that. Because we are yet unable to do that, that's why we reside in exile. At the same time, we have been able to set up the de facto government in the homeland, which make it a semi-sovereign state. While Nigeria is operating illegally, their government in Biafra land, because we have given every Biafran son and daughter that is serving Nigeria a vote of no confidence. All of you witnessed that vote of no confidence organized by the Biafra government in exile. Everything is documented. We gave them vote of no confidence backed with over 2.5 years civil disobedience, sit-at-home civil disobedience, and the other several civil disobedience or sit-at-home that we have used to delegitimize and gave them vote of no confidence. It is recorded, documented, and the facts and figures are there. Nigeria government has done everything to stop the sit-at-home. And even those who claim to be fighting for Biafra, they say sit-at-home is bad, sit-at-home is this, because they do not know what we are doing, using it to sit at home to do. They do not know the reason why everybody must sit at home to delegitimize Nigeria. They don't know where we are going to use it. They say some people are suffering, but those who understand freedom fighting knows that it is the least you can suffer, sitting at home. Today, we are going to use the sit at home. It is one of the biggest assets we have against Nigeria to show to the world that Biafra rejected Nigeria and they are not loyal to the Nigeria appointed representative within Biafra territory. This is a case that is very strongly in our own side. The evidence are everywhere. All the governors in Biafra land, especially in the hinterland of Biafra, have cried. They have done everything. All the politicians, including the criminal senators, it is recorded on media, on newsprint, on TV that they fought sit at home and we defeated them. There is no any other powerful evidence that Biafra government can use other than this sit at home. And today, you will know the power of sit at home with what is going to be unfolding going forward. So the sit at home has become the most powerful tool of the Biafra government. We have demonstrated that we control the territory of Biafra. We have demonstrated that the Biafra government in exile have ordered sit at home for the past 2.5 years, and Biafra people obeyed it. They will come with all manner of propaganda that it was forceful. Who will listen to that? Everybody knows that the government that has failed will do everything, try to discredit the government of Biafra. That is a normal thing. But in all this blackmail for the past 2 years, it did not stop sit at home. It did not move Biafra. It is a case that cannot be argued anywhere. My people of Biafra, I want you to understand that the next phase we are going on will be very brutal and will have a very strong case to present to anybody who care to know. Those who will only be hearing about the ruthlessness of the Biafra liberation going forward will be paying attention to listening to our stories. Our stories also is this particular hidden achievement of the Biafra government that the world are yet to listen to.